Welcome back. Thank you guys for checking out my channel, and please like and subscribe for more details like this. I do videos about traveling and cars. This is my two biggest passion. Anyways, before I start this video, remember, this is not a bashing video of Toyota or the hybrid system, or I'm pro gasoline, I'm anti, it's just my personal opinion about the matter, who's somebody who owned both the gasoline and the hybrid system, and I just want to share my thoughts. You can call this a real consumer report. It was somebody who drove both to the ground, and that's what happened. But before I'm gonna start, watch this. Check hybrid system. It does not look good, and also had like check engine light coming on and off. Hybrid system seems to work fine. Battery's charging, I think. Going to the dealership, see what's going on with the car. Yep, at 168,000 miles. Yep. Yes, sir. Right around 168,000 miles. And the thing that pissed me off, that I serviced everything about that car. I changed the oil on time. Not even on time, before time. You know how the dealer requires you to replace the oil every 10,000 miles? I'm gonna make another video to debunk that BS, which you must replace the oil every 5,000, and I'm gonna show it to you in the book, but that's for another video. Anyways, I took a really good care of that car. Like, I replaced everything, maintenance, transmission, from A to B to Z to everything, and I end up with this. I did drive before this car, Toyota Prius, but I didn't buy it brand new. That I crossed 200,000, but eventually the same problem happened, where the battery decided to say goodbye. Anyways, I took the car to the dealer. That's what they quote me. They quote me about $6,000 for this, give or take. Okay, it's including labor. And did they give you 100,000, 150,000 warranty? No, it's only 12,000. That's the replacement. The factory warranty only comes on the brand new ones. So again, I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining, and you take what you will from this. And so I just decided to total the car. $6,000 is a lot of money. Well, Case, why didn't you take it to independent shop? Here's my experience with independent shops. If you have a hybrid car, a lot of people don't know how to work on it. A lot of people will be like, oh, it's a hybrid car. Even like, for example, at the AutoZone, I remember I had one of my battery, the 12 volt battery died on me. AutoZone they do not diagnose these cars. And guess what? They didn't even carry the 12 volt battery. It had to wait, and of course, it has to happen in the weekend. So I had to wait till Monday to get the 12 volt battery. That cost me about $500. Besides that, it's an incredible car. I really loved that car. It was very comfortable. The CVT in that one was okay. It did start to act up after around 120,000, even though I do replace the oil every 60,000 regularly. But it wasn't, I know it wasn't on its way out, but it wasn't too bad. Like, I fixed that by just starting the car and let it run for like 5 minutes before I take off, and I just be easy on it till it reaches the operating temperature. But nothing major to complain about the car beside that battery. And the final thing, I did meet few mechanics who actually work on them, and indirectly they told me few things, because I was like, wow, you work on a hybrid car. I was like, oh, I drive a hybrid and I have other cars and stuff. And so few of those people, they do also Toro. I remember I met one dude who does Toro. All his cars are Priuses. And I was like, dude, how do you afford that? Like, the battery will like eventually die. Like, what do you do? It's like, man, I know a hack on these cars. I was like, what is that? It's like, I take these cars for pennies on the dollar and just break the battery pack. He has like the system where he checks every cell, battery cell, and he replaced just that broken one. And it cost me like $40, sometimes $50, $60 just to replace it with some Chinese battery cell. And the car is back running. I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I was like, well, how much would if somebody with a similar issue come up to you as a customer? It was like, well, we charge like $1,500. So, and of course they can make up whatever the hell. If you can work on them, I think they're incredible. If you can work on them, if you are like mechanically inclined, you can replace it yourself. I do not recommend refurbished batteries that they put them on, because if one of those batteries fails, like basically they take the battery pack and they go through they go through the battery cells and replace just the ones that went bad. You're not gonna get another 100,000 miles out of that. You're gonna have to go back and forth between the dealership and probably back and forth with that mechanic, or maybe you get lucky. I cannot roll that dice, and especially if the person will charge you $1,500 for every time one of those cells. I don't think that's a good deal. I don't think that, and I don't even think that replacing the battery with a $6,000 unit is a good idea either, because if you don't know, the hybrid system is a lot more complex than you think. It does have an electrical motor, it has cables. After 100,000+ miles, I just lost my faith in that vehicle. I just can't trust this car. So final closing thought, I'm thinking, like, I'm not here to bash this system. I think it's incredible. I think it can last for very, very long time, and Toyota does offer about 10 years and 150,000 miles warranty on all their new Toyota, especially after they switched to lithium ion batteries. I think it's incredible. It's extremely smooth. I do believe it's a little bit too overpriced, but it's a Toyota quality. I do believe it's still really, really, really high. I just don't believe it's for everyone. I just don't believe. If you, for example, like for most of you, 168,000, it's incredible mileage. It's like, wow, what else do you want? You got your money worth, right? No. If it was a regular Camry with the 5-speed, the one 2017, the 5-speed, with that 2.4 4-cylinder, it would have gone another 200,000. And I'll give you an example. My friend has a Rogue, Nissan Rogue. It's not even as high quality as a Toyota. He's closing up to like close to 370,000 miles on that car. Yes, he went through 2 CVTs, But still, the two CVT is still less than 6,000. He replaced both two CVTs. He replaced the CVT transmission on his car twice. It's still less than 6,000. But the motor's still going. It was almost like 4,000 miles, 400,000 miles. It's closing close to 400,000. In my opinion, I just don't believe it's for everyone. I just don't believe. If you somebody who does rideshare, unless you're gonna lease that car or rent this car from like hire car or like with some accommodation, I would not get it. I would not use it. I would not use it for rideshare because, like, for example, I own this car since June. Like in 3-4 months, I put 25,000 miles. So 160, 170. If you're gonna do a full-time rideshare driving, full-time, I personally would not get a hybrid. I will get a traditional manual car maybe, or even a CVT, but non-gasoline. I'll get a gasoline vehicle, like engine combustion. It's just gonna go, it's gonna last you more. And even if it breaks, it's gonna cost a lot less than replacing a hybrid battery or fixing any of those. And also they don't like hot weather or extreme cold, so your gas mileage not gonna be the best. You're not gonna get the EPA estimate if you're blowing the AC or the heat. In my opinion, if you're just a family, you're buying a car just to get from point A to point B, it's incredible car. But if you're gonna do it for rideshare, or you're gonna just put like 50, 60, 70,000 miles every year, in my opinion, don't do it. Just get a traditional combustion engine, because the overall cost is gonna be a lot less. And you're trying to squeeze that little money and not waste it on either fixing your car or having to replace another one. These are my thoughts. Take from this what you will. I hope you all guys well, and take care. I'll see you next time.